Today we're talking about being authentic and what being authentic can do to help build strong relationships, strong friendships. At 47 years old, I've had a lot of friendships over the years, and I'm involved in an amazing relationship with my beautiful wife, have been for a long time. And there's been times in my life when I haven't been authentic, but I've learned that being authentic, and I love to put the word gracious, I don't think I always did, but I love to put the word gracious in front of just about everything you do in life. And when you do that, it helps you along the way. So, and there's various there's probably one official definition for being authentic, what the word authentic means. I want to give you what I think it is. To me, what feels authentic to me is when somebody is very truthful, honest, and I can just feel that they're being themselves. Now, it might be a personality that I'm like, oh, I'm not, that just doesn't come across as, it's not perfect. It's not what my personality is. But when I genuinely feel that they're being authentic, and again, I love putting the word gracious in front of it. I always try to be gracious when I communicate with somebody. But when there's that honest, open, real conversation, that feels authentic to me. I'll be honest, man, I love having conversations with people where I quickly learn as the conversation starts, like, we're going to disagree here. But we find our gears meshing, and we find ourselves being able to work through and navigate that conversation in a way where we actually learn from each other. Because both sides are being authentic, we both let our guard down, and we really open up our mind and our thoughts, and we share those. And when you are gracious, there's a lot of people will pat themselves. Oh my God, there's a beautiful green lizard right there. He's like this far from me. Hang on, let me show you. That's called an anole. The Geico commercial calls that a gecko. That's an anole, A-N-N-U-L, I believe. Oh my gosh, where was that? So a lot of people like to pat themselves on the back. It's like, well, I'm authentic. Take social media, for example, or the face-to-face conversation. I'm going to tell you exactly what I feel. And it's what's on the mind, and I'm being honest and authentic with you, so just take it. Well, a lot of people bring a fire extinguisher to the fire. There's a fire pit going over here. I'm sorry, let me backtrack. A lot of people bring a flamethrower, I should have said, to the fire pit. Come on now, you got a nice fire. You don't need to throw gasoline on it. I like to categorize certain people. I tend to carry a fire extinguisher. When the fire pit gets a little out of hand, it gets outside the rock barriers, I can put it out. I like doing that. I like being a mediator. I like bringing people together, and I like structuring my conversation in a way that's peaceful. Now, don't get me wrong, man. I'll speak my mind. I love a good debate. I love a good deep conversation. Man, I get into that kind of stuff. But I should say, I pride myself on trying to I like doing a good job at preventing the fire from getting outside the rocks. That's the analogy. Some people do. They kick the rocks out of the way, and they put gasoline streams all over the place, and the fire is freaking 3 acres, like that. This is not me. That's not me. You look at role models. I look at like a Mother Teresa or a Martin Luther King. Dude, they wanted to make change in the world, but they always wanted to do it in a peaceful way. They were going to find a way to try to do it peacefully, if at all possible. So really, social media, it's been around forever. I've said this in previous videos. Social media used to be just the dinner table or the coffee shop. Well, that's all it is now. It's just a much, much bigger dinner table, a much bigger coffee shop. And if I say something and you like it in the video, thousands of people or millions of people can see it. If you're a big time player, I'm a little player. If I say something that's way outside the lines, that can go viral also. So, long story short, I want you, and I'll try to do a better job myself. I want us to challenge each other to be more graciously authentic. Now, here's where it gets tricky. We have gracious here. Are you authentically gracious? It's really easy to put on a big smiley face and just flit around like you're gracious. No, you got to be authentically gracious. That's important, my friends. So, and I know this was actually an entire message before, but it's okay to put the gracious filter on sometimes. You can get your point across without just being a bull in a china closet. The greatest politicians and the greatest leaders and coaches and teachers can talk about tough subjects and they calm the room. Let's think about that. Wait a second. We're going to talk about highly debatable, tough, challenging subjects, and I'm going to relax the room. That's power right there. Think about that. There's people that could get over. There's people on social media right now that will they'll throw gas on the most elementary things. It's not even a big time subject, but they'll go ape shit crazy and throw gas on the fire. So I challenge you to bring out that gracious filter sometimes, and you can dive in deep to those tough conversations and accomplish a lot. So I love y'all. Thank you for tuning in. That's the message today. Being graciously authentic. Bam! I broke out to Yancey Camp Team Unicorn. Look at the bright colors. Bright colors tend to, I don't know if it relaxes you, but it tends to pull more people to the edge of the seat. Yancey's got this weird looking unicorn shirt on. I'm going to listen to what he says today for 5-6 minutes. So thank you all for everybody. I see it on social media everywhere. Thank you for donning your Yancey Camp Team Unicorn. Light up the planet jerseys out on course. It puts a big, as I said in the previous message, a big shit-eating grin, smile on my face when I see you guys doing that. So thank you for tuning in. Much love, everybody. Keep lighting up the planet. Be good. Enjoy your week.